everybody and welcome once again to the Leeds United Challenge. Hey, right, as we continue to try to catch up to the real life fixtures, we're a couple of games behind, so we're getting there. Anyhow, in the last session we ended up drawing 0-0 away with Blackburn despite playing better football. And the game before that, of course, we won 4-2, all with our new possession style formation. We're playing Wigan today, and I recall saying in the last session that I'm expecting a win here today, considering how we're playing, and Wigan are in the relegation zone. So this could well be a 3-pointer. Should be a 3-pointer. Probably putting the commentator's curse on myself, but well, I'm positively hopeful. Somebody in the comments requested in the last session that I check out West Ham, so I'm going to check out a couple of teams today. I'm going to check out West Ham first of all. They're in the Premier League, of course. Real life not doing so well, but here in the game they're doing a little bit better. Currently in 13th with 5 points. The only victory against Stoke, a couple of draws against Chelsea and Crystal Palace, and 3 losses, as you can see there. In terms of the transfers, Alex Tellez from Galatasaray for 5 million, Antonio Barragan from Valencia for 2.1, and these are the outs. So there you go. And somebody also requested, I think on my forums a while ago, that I check out periodically Celtic. So, if I didn't hear that wrong, which I don't think I did, then I'll do that for you now. Now, where the flaming hell are the foreign leagues? They're here somewhere, just have to recall where to find them. So much information in this damn game, you get a bit sidetracked. Leagues in focus, is that the one? Here we go, leagues in focus. Right, well, where's the old Scottish, the Scottish doodahs here? Where's the Scottish doodahs? Have I got the Scottish leagues on? This is becoming a very long-winded affair. Right, competitions, leagues, here we go. That's a quick way to do this, and I'm serious for not finding it, am I? Ladbrokes Premiership, there you go. Haha, got there in the end. Okay, so Celtic are currently top of the Ladbrokes Premiership. 5 wins, 1 draw against Rangers, no less, and a loss to Inverness. And in terms of your transfers, of course, we have Darnell Fisher on loan, and the rest of the outs look like that. A fair few. None of these names really mean much to me, but if you are a Celtic fan, they'll mean something to you. Paddy McNair on loan in from Manchester United, along with Loftus-Cheek from Chelsea. Stephen Pienaar on a free. He's a 33, yeah, he's an ageing character. And Ken, somebody or other. Reichel, some player there, as you can see here. German, is he? Yes, he's German. Okay, so there you go, that's Celtic. Celtic and West Ham, but closer to home, here we are 19th in the old championship, looking to press on with some more points, so let's get cracking. One piece of grim news, or is it grim news? Could be a blessing in disguise. Sir Green doesn't know how to look at this, but Carlton Cole has been struck down with a heinous injury. Yep, he's damaged his cruciate ligaments. Out for 8 to 9 months at the age of 31, this could well be a near career-ending injury. It's going to be very difficult to come back from this. But considering we've changed formation to only having 1 striker, and we had catered for having 2 when we were making our transfers, 1 less striker in the mix makes life a little bit easier when it comes to people moaning about a lack of game time. So, yeah, and considering he missed that open goal pretty much, in the at the back end of the last game, well, some kind of perverse karma there, I suppose. Anyway, let's get cracking, shall we? We've rambled on for long enough. The morale of the team is slowly increasing due to our improved performances. Let's see if we can keep it up. at Elland Road here today. We're actually the 4-5 favourites, which makes a nice change. The press are predicting that we should win this one. Whenever they open their clackers, we know what happens there. Now, making people eat their words. The people are saying we should win this one. What are we making them eat? Let's see if we can make somebody happy here. We made one person happy. We've made Casper Sloth. We're Casper Sloth. Speaking of Casper Sloth, very quickly, he came into the team. He wasn't a first choice initially when we were playing 4-4-2, but now that we've played 4-4-1-1, he's slotted quite nicely into the attacking midfielder role, and he's playing very well. 4 league performances, 3 of us as a sub. He's got 2 goals, an assist, scored a penalty, and now for an average rating of 7.64, the highest on the team, the most informed person on the team. He's just absolutely undergone a transformation. Anyway, see if he can continue in the same manner here against Wigan. Now, I've played football and my voice is a little bit croaky, so if I start coughing and spluttering or my voice starts to go all funny, I do apologise. As we get moving now into the game proper after the highlights, let's see what happens. A bit of a slow start, but it is only the 4th minute. And this is a dangerous situation. Free kick right on the edge of the box. Luckily, it was hit flying over as now Leeds look to move the ball forward. Bamba playing to Sloth and Sloth now to Cook. Now on the left, Sloth again. And once that ball over the top, he's full of confidence here. Is that penalty? It's a penalty! I have no clue what happened. Maybe a harsh decision, says the commentary. Could well be, I didn't even know what happened. And Greenosh slots it home, no bother. 4th goal of the season and Leeds are off to a flyer. I agree they are. But who made that goal? You could almost argue Sloth was involved again. A lovely dinking ball over the top, full of confidence, trying those fancy balls. Got it over. Greenosh did well to get the ball and drew the foul. 1-0. As Leeds now look to move forward again and press the advantage and maybe extend their lead as Dallas now tried to beat Jaskalainen at the near post. It didn't quite happen. And he's already on a yellow card. We'll have to keep an eye on that. As the ball gets whipped in. Brady to Mowat. Mowat with a shot and it's blocked. Oh. Out back wide again. Dallas and Greenosh headed away. Leeds once again continuing, like in the last game, continuing that form, continuing to put the pressure on their opponents, playing a high press, a strong passing game, really taking it to the opposition. Throw in now. Dallas to Sloth, to Cook, to Greenosh. What's he going to do with it? Plays it out wide to Brady. Back inside to Dallas. And Dallas with the ball. Oh, it's in! What a goal! Sheer brilliance! It says on the commentary. Sheer brilliance! I did not think that was going in. I thought he was going to hit it over, like he's done so many times. But no, it goes flying into the corner. 2-0. Fabulous. Stuart Dallas on 8 here. Corner to Leeds. Should have been the first man, but Leeds looking to get the ball back in again as Taylor now in the edge of the box, into the area, to Mowat. Mowat! Oh, he strikes him out! And Dallas with a... Come on! Yes! Rapturous applause and cheers in the stands, I'm sure, as Elland Road has never seen such glorious football for many a season. Look at that. Mowat with a vicious shot and Dallas just with a half volley, poof, into the empty goals for his 2nd goal of the game, and Leeds now cruising. But let's not give anything silly away here. And Dallas has to be careful. Might take him off in the second half. Do I dare take this man off? He's on a hat-trick. No way! Oh my God! He's hit the crossbar from close to 40 yards out. This man is on fire. He is on absolute fire here. He's on a 9 and it's barely half time. As Bamba heads in and it goes over. Leeds continuing. 13 shots to 1. 65% possession. This is exciting stuff. They are having to absolutely cope with a barrage of attacks here. An absolute barrage on Dallas there. He's getting into the back post, trying his all to get that hat-trick. Oof. Well blocked by Bamba. Leeds don't want to concede before half-time and give Wigan any glimmer of hope here. 3-0 at half-time would really be I would dare say an impossible task, but nothing's impossible in football. So let's just be content to say a very, very difficult uphill struggle to come back from 3-0 down. Sloth with a poor pass, but Leeds still somehow have the ball back. Sometimes when your luck is going, when luck is in your favour and luck is on your side, these 50-50 balls that bobble around, they end up going in your way. When your backs are against the wall, they go against you. But I'm not, I'm not complaining here. I'm happy as Larry. Right, the team is fairly fresh, playing well. No reason to change things. I mean, Dallas is on a yellow card. I don't want to risk him becoming banned, but we can't take our potential hat-trick hero off just yet. I might remove him on the 65th, 70th minute. Bring on perhaps somebody that hasn't played before. Maybe Antonsen. Yeah, why not? He was destined to be transfer listed, but nobody wanted him, so we might as well use the damn player, aren't we? Might as well use the guy. Right, but Leeds continuing as they left off at the end, well, they left off from the entire of the first half, and that is on the attack, as Berardi now puts the ball inside and Greenoche, well, it was headed behind actually, it's a corner. That's a poor corner, but we'll let him off, he's having a good game. You can't get everything right. Cooper now. Oh, couldn't quite pick the ball up now, and looks like Wigan might just have a chance themselves here. We just want to be careful. Just want to see out the first 15 minutes here without giving away anything stupid. As Cooper commits himself, and that was foolish. And thankfully Silvestri is on his toes, despite not having much to do. Kept alert there. Heads the ball behind another corner. Bit of pressure to soak up here, but let's just keep our nerves, keep our calm. And that corner led to nothing. Out wide to Berardi. Berardi has been in the game a fair bit in this match. Out on that right-hand side. Diagaraga. Cycle the ball back in. Berardi again with a chance to get the ball into the middle. Dallas is pretty much unmarked there. Closed down quickly and corner ball. Now having a try from the side, and Dallas there with a challenge. It wasn't the Dallas; it was headed over. Dallas in with the aerial challenge there, trying to get his hat trick. He's still pressing. He's still trying everything in his power to get that third goal. Is this a quick counter here? Still could be. Oh, who's that guy? Oda Lucy, you little old lady who. It was quite isolated, but somehow they are kind of just dragging the ball forward. A few bobbles here, a few mistimed tackles there, and they ended up getting a corner out of that. Goal kick. It's been a bit of a scrappy half. Leeds have no impetus really to go score too many more goals, so there's just a bit more scrappy this. Just want to ensure we don't give away anything silly. That's all I'm concerned about. The more we can start getting that goal difference into our favour, the better, as Silvestri once again has been called upon. This is not quite so smooth as in the first half. Maybe a bit of change, team talk to tell them to keep their focus is required. Dallas with the shot blocked by his own player there. Probably screaming at him. Bloody was going in! I'm a hat trick here. Right, we're going to make a substitution. In fact, we're going to go for the old tactical... the full tactical sweep. Greenoche not playing marvellous, so we're going to give Chris Wood a chance. I'm going to take... I'll leave him on for another 10 minutes or so. The game is still actually going on in the background. Who else? Just the one change for now, but what I'm actually more concerned about is that we don't go too silly, so I'm just going to tighten things up a touch. Nothing too much, just a couple of tweaks here and there. So we'll go with the old dropping the line back, stopping the offside trap. Let's go to flexible rather than fluid. Maybe just a bit more shape and a bit less flair. Players sticking to positions a little bit more now as we try to ensure that we close this game out, preferably with a clean sheet. And that'll be back-to-back clean sheets, wouldn't it? Considering the 0-0 in the last game. Defence looking a bit more solid as Dallas once again with a chance. Blocked again. He's still trying. He's still teasing. I think he can still do it. He's looking very sprightly indeed. 19 shots to 7, 60-40 on the possession front. This is a very pleasing performance. Dallas is in! Oh, he had a chance there. That was his chance. That was his chance. He is running that defence ragged. I have to... What's his rating? 9.2. He's running that defence completely and utterly ragged. I don't want to bring him off. He would not thank Sir Green for bringing him off when he is so... Well, he has had his chance, to be fair. He's had a couple of efforts, you know. We don't want to risk a card and getting him banned. He's playing so well. We do not want to risk him missing a game here. So we're going to bring on Antonsen here for his first match under Sir Green's guidance. An unlikely of substitutes. Was one of the first players on the transfer list when Sir Green came in, but he didn't go anywhere. So he's found himself on the pitch, put in a performance half as good as Dallas, my friend, and you might just find yourself playing more regularly. There's Mount with a shot there, not really testing the keeper too much. As Wigan begin to once again, Wigan have not come forward with any particular attacking threat. You know, not any vigour, any pet. Oh, they've scored though. They've scored. Not really come forward with any pace, any power. They've just looked a bit flat. A bit dithery on the ball. Very short, aimless passes, and despite that, they still managed to score, which is very disappointing. Right. We'll just wait a bit more time. We'll take another substitute here. 67. Lewis Cook. We'll give him a rest. Who can we bring on? Who can we bring on? Oh, we can bring on Dukara, and Dukara then can play where Sloth is, and Sloth can play in the middle instead. Drop Sloth back. Dukara will go in the attacking midfield shadow striker role for the last few minutes. Make sure that we do not concede another one. 3-2 would not be pleasing, considering our dominance. 3-1's bad enough. This is going to be the full time. Berardi there. Okay, that's the full time whistle. Dallas indeed has been sensational. A solid win, and I'm going to make sure that I do not slip up on the old team talk. I'm going to say I'm very pleased with the result and the performance, and hopefully a few people might well be happy with Sir Green's team talk this time. Yeah, that'll do. So there we have it, folks. 3-1 and an absolutely emphatic performance. A glorious victory. I mean, I did say that we should be winning this game. I did anticipate winning this game. You know, Sir Green's hopes were very high considering our recent form and considering where Wigan were in the table. And indeed, we have indeed delivered the goods, which is pleasing. Man of the match, there's no question, is there really? Dallas, 4 key passes, 9.2 rating, 2 goals, a crossbar from 40 yards out. What more could he have done other than get that 3rd goal? He was an absolute sensation. Quick look at the news. Quality possession provides the victory. Quality of possession. That makes for great reading. Antonsen makes his Leeds debut. Dallas is the cream of the crop. The highlight of the day, QPR Reading? Nah. Don't be foolish. The highlight of the day was Leeds Wigan, surely. And no, apparently the referee was right to give the penalty. Well, thank you for your honesty. So as we leave today's session on a glorious high, we can see that we are now, we've moved up 1 place, I believe, to 18th spot. Now with 10 points, 6 clear of relegation. We are moving in the right direction. A couple more victories and we could be well into the mid-table positions. How many points off do we dare even look to the lofty heights of the playoffs? We're 7 points behind with a long, long way to go. Long, long way to go. But we're 3 games unbeaten. Let's hope that we can continue on. This graph is going in the right direction. Our next game is away to Cardiff, and they are in 7th. Very similar to where Blackburn were when we drew 0-0 with them. Cardiff are a little bit of a rival team, so it should be an interesting affair. So join me next time to see what happens. See you soon.